Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. So in this brief video, I will explain about the document object model or DOM. What is DOM? It is actually an interface where a document is represented or is illustrated as a tree structure. The purpose of DOM is to allow us to read, create, change, update, or even remove the contents or the elements from the document. So let's see a brief of example here. You can see that we have some informations about cars, specifically uh, a brand or a car, which have the make, the model, and also the price, and another category of info called made info, where we have the info of the year it made and also the variant of this particular car. So this is the document. Let's say that this is a document, and then there is a model uh, that is actually the same thing of this document, but it is illustrated or being represented or being drawn into a tree structure, which is like this. So we can see here, as we can see here, we have the cars tags. Under cars, we have two more categories of car and also made info. So we have a car category and we have a made info category, and all the infos inside this group are illustrated as the child of the child under the car. So we have the make, model, and price, and the value of make per dua is written under this make. We have the model of the car myv written under the model, and also price of the car, which is 50,000, under the price. And we have an attribute of the format of the currency, which is in Malaysia, ringgit Malaysia. So there is a format in between price and the value of the price. Same things happen inside the made info text, where we have the year and also the variant of the car. So under made info, we have a year and variant. This is the key or the tag and the value of each key or each tag, where we have year 2018 and variant advanced inside here. So in comparison, we can see the relation of this document with its model or the document object model. So each of these object is being modeled inside this DOM as a tree structure. In programming, the document can be in many types of file, but for the purpose of this course, we will do the comparison of DOM using the HTML document. So inside the HTML, we have two parts, which is head and also body. So in order to convert this HTML document into the DOM, you can see at the right side of this photo or this figure, where we have this one type of document, which is in HTML. And inside this HTML document, we have two parts of head and also body, according to this, head and body. And then under head, we have the tag of title. Here we can see under the head, we have a tag of title, and the value of this title is my HTML document, according to this. Same goes with the content under body. We have one H1 tag with the value of heading. So we have H1, and under it should be the heading. And then we have the first div with an ID of div1. So we have the first div with the div ID of div1, which has a paragraph, and the value of the paragraph is p tag 1. So we have a p tag 1 here. While for the second div, we have a div ID of div2. We have another paragraph which have an attribute of class p2. So we have a div ID of div2 with a paragraph that has a class attribute of p2 with a value of p tag 2. So this is another example on how we obtain the DOM or the document object model from an HTML document. So from this document, the objects inside this document have been modeled into DOM. So basically, DOM is the file of the document. The document is the file of the document. Object is the text or the elements under the document, inside the document, and model is the layout structure in a form of tree structure.